Title of the next section is Solving and Graphing. Compound inequalities. In this section, we'll continue to solve and graph inequalities. Compound inequalities means we'll have two or more inequalities on each question. First question, we have x plus 1 greater than or equal to 5 and x is less than 12. For this compound inequality, we'll solve each inequality and then graph both of them on a single number line. Solving the first inequality, x plus 1 greater than or equal to 5, we can subtract 1 on both sides. So this would be x is greater than or equal to positive 4. The second inequality, x is less than 12, is already solved. Both of these are solved, then we can graph on a number line. Again, we want the two numbers 4 and 12. So I'll start with 4 on the left-hand side and then go up to 12. X is greater than or equal to positive 4. Greater than or equal to is a solid dot or a closed dot. X is less than 12. Less than would be a open circle or close. X is greater than or equal to 4. Greater than, again, would go to the right. And x is less than 12 would go to the left. When the two lines, again, point towards each other, connect them to make a line. And that would be the graph for the compound inequalities. Most of the time when you have the word and in a compound inequality, the word and means the lines will connect. But again, that's only most of the time. Second question, negative 2c plus 1 greater than 5. Or 3c plus 2 greater than or equal to 5. Again, we'll solve each one of these and then graph them on the same number line. First inequality, we can subtract 1 on both sides. Negative 2c is greater than 4. And dividing by negative 2. Greater than, since we're dividing by negative 2, anytime you divide by a negative number, the inequality will flip around. And 4 divided by negative 2 would be negative 2. So c is less than negative 2. The second inequality, 3c plus 2 greater than or equal to 5. We can subtract 2 on both sides. 3c is greater than or equal to 3. And dividing by 3. If you divide by a positive number, the inequality stays the same. So we have c is greater than or equal to positive 1. And again, each of these will graph on the number line. We have negative 2 and positive 1. C is less than negative 2. Less than would be an open circle. C is greater than or equal to positive 1. The or equal to makes a closed circle for positive 1. C is less than negative 2. Less than would go to the left. And c is greater than or equal to positive 1, greater than would go to the right. On this one we have 2 points, one goes to the left and one goes to the right. Most of the time when you have the word or in the original equation, or usually means that they point opposite directions. Next problem for the section, a plus 2 greater than or equal to negative 2. Or a minus 8 is less than 1. Solving the inequality, we can subtract 2 on both sides. So we have a is greater than negative 4. Second inequality, we can add 8 on both sides. So we have a is less than 9. Graphing negative 4 and 9 on the number line. Negative 4 would be an open circle. 9 would also be an open circle. A is greater than negative 4, which means it'll go to the right. And A is less than 9, which means it goes to the left. On this question, both the points point towards each other. The word in the expression at the beginning was or, which means the answer could be either this one or that one. So it could be the numbers that are greater than negative 4. All the numbers greater than negative 4 goes up to 9 and continues past 9. All the numbers greater than negative 4 are all to the right. Likewise, A is less than 9. All the numbers less than 9 go to the left all the way to negative 4, and also numbers past negative 4 are also less than 9. So in this case, when you have the lines point towards each other, your answer could be one or the other. If they point towards each other and you have the word or, the correct answer would be all solutions. Every number on a number line is either greater than negative 4 or it's less than 9. And last question for the section is m is greater than or equal to 3 and m is less than or equal to negative 2. Again, these are both solved already, so we can graph right at the beginning. Our smaller number, negative 2, I'll put on the left, and positive 3, I'll put on the right. Both points are a closed circle. M greater than or equal to 3 goes to the right, and m less than or equal to negative 2 goes to the left. On this problem, we have the answers that are less than negative 2 and the answers that are bigger than 3 or equal to. The word in this expression is and, meaning the number has to be a solution in the first one and also the second one. There are no numbers that are less than or equal to negative 2 and are also bigger than 3 or greater than or equal to 3. So since there's no number that qualifies in both of these sections, the correct answer to this problem would be no solution. The special cases on these, if you have the word or and the lines point towards each other, it's always all solutions. And if you have the word and the lines point away from each other, it's always no solution.